And it's time for Strictly Business. This is your host, Junior Rolox, and I have a most interesting program for you viewers and listeners. This program is brought to you by Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut down in Cold Bay, just across from the movies. Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut. $7 lunch every day. $7 lunch every day. Authentic cuisine. You get things like Jamaican jerk pork, jerk chicken, steamed fish, roast sweet potato. Wow. Creole food, jerk, conch salad, chicken leg, Johnny cake, our favorite. All kinds of soups. And the juices, don't talk about those. Okra juice, my God, okra juice. That should help. Carrot juice, beets juice, that's excellent. Yeah? That beet juice thing, very, very good. Pumpkin juice, in Venice, a very good beet juice, particularly good for high blood pressure. Roots, strong back, peanut juice, that's also good for the boys. Peanut juice. Lemonade. My dear friends, just across from the Megaplex movie theater in Cold Bay. Just open and they're kicking. And they want you to come and enjoy some of their okra. Okra is very good for people that suffer from constipation. Conch salad, jerk pork, as we said. The Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut. And then we have our Tiki Hut in Illadrone with jerk chicken. We got our Tiki Hut just across the Plaza Casino. We got Jimmy's in town with his wonderful Johnny cake. And down in Cold Bay and at Aki Supermarket, you can buy a fresh coconut. You can buy a coconut straight out of Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent. Real good stuff. That coconut water, I'm going to leave you, Google it and find out what it's good for. It's good for almost everything. Then we got to thank our friends down at Easy Laundry down in Dutch Quarter. Sister D, how you doing? Easy Laundry and Dry Clean. Dutch Quarter. Yes, sir. You got to pass there with your dirty clothes. Dirty clothes you got to have every day. Chinese could clean it, we could clean it. Your old people have a nice laundry there down in Dutch Quarter. Carry your dirty clothes with these folks. I carry mine. Look at me. Looking stiff and smithy. Service available. They pick up and they drop off. Even better. They pick them up and drop them off. Easy Laundry down in Dutch Quarter. Give them a call. 580-7061. 580-7061. One more time. 580-7061. By the way, the Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut down in Cold Bay, give them a call because they deliver. 522-6938. 522-6938. I forgot that. 522-6938. Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut. My dear friends, we also got to thank our friends on the Dolce Vita. Dolce Vita. That's a place right there. Nice, beautiful Italian restaurant right there in Puerto Plazans Casino. La Dolce Vita, the good life. And their pizzeria. After some night ago, I had a nice little garden salad. Boy, they made a nice little sauce, a salad dressing out of vinegar and the little Italian magic, tasting real, real nice. Drop in there, right there by La Dolce Vita. GBE, our next sponsor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. And we got to thank our friends right over there at St. Martin Harbor Holding Company. My dear friends, make sure you drop in by Walter Plant Square. I have a good friend of mine here that I met in a gym. A young man, very ambitious. Boy, I was ponging. I told him in Carnival, lend me two arms for me to walk around and show off. He wouldn't do that. But I got him on the program anyway. Bryan Barry, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Mr. Rolla.
Good, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really, really, really happy and privileged to have you on the program.
My pleasure to be here.
And no problem at all. The question would be, why Bryan Barry? Why Bryan Barry? Bryan Barry, I'm one of your, I would call myself your older brother that admire you a lot. I watch you in the gym. You're always pounding out, very, very consistent and disciplined.
You should.
Definitely, I admire that because there's no success without discipline.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. Very true.
There is no success without ironclad discipline. Now, the floor is yours. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, let me first start off by saying...
Who gave you all of this good discipline that you have?
Let me
your mother,
say,
your father? Go right ahead.
Good afternoon to you. Good
You're on
morning.
TV too.
Good afternoon. Good evening to the SOS family all around the world. Many listeners.
Thank you.
You know, who is Bryan Barry? I say I'm a young entrepreneur, young businessman. Grandfather is from St. Martin, grandmother from Anguilla, mother and father both from Aruba. And I was born right here in St. Martin.
Dutch, French side?
I always just say St. Martin because for me,
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't, Dutch, French.
It actually doesn't matter.
Every day I'm across the border back and forth, but
So
I
it
was
doesn't
born on the Dutch side.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you got parentage from Aruba. Your grandfather was from
St. Martin, French side.
Okay, so you got deep roots in this little rock
Absolutely.
here. Deep roots. You remember his name, your grandfather?
Yes, Eric
Eric
Barry.
Oh, he's a Barry too.
Yes,
wow,
yes, yes,
wow.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you know, you got deep roots here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's fantastic. And that's your grandfather and grandmother.
My grandmother is still alive. She's making 95
Wow.
in August. Is a milestone we're going to celebrate with her.
Fantastic.
I can't wait.
Congrats, congrats.
Yes, yeah. She instilled a lot of this, how to say, humbleness in me.
Yes, yes,
Because
you're a very humble guy.
she's
That's
a
good.
very praying person.
Very
Take
prayerful,
everything
huh?
to God.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And she passed that on to you.
Yes, and actually, when I started my business at the age of 19, I started my business. She was the first one that came and blessed my business, so I can be successful.
And it was a blessing.
Absolutely. 16 years now, going strong.
Wow. What kind of business is that, Barry?
I have a DVD entertainment store. The
Great.
name is The Video Block, located in French Quarter.
What part of French Quarter?
Rue Corralita, Arnell Shopping Center, number 7.
Okay.
In a very, very popular
And you've
area.
been there 16 years.
16 strong years.
Wow. Very, very good.
Yeah. And I must give thanks to all the loyal customers and
Naturally,
locals
they kept you alive.
that keep coming back to me. Once you give people quality service, they appreciate that. They appreciate your time, your service, and they keep coming back. So I'm very
Excellent.
thankful for them. That's why I'm still there.
I'm going to ask you a difficult question.
Sure.
How did you, because right now men of your age and younger have a difficult time surviving all of the distractions. How did you survive it? You live in an area. I live in an area, do business in an area. You live French Quarter.
Well, I used to live French Quarter. I recently moved now about 4 years. I
Okay.
moved to Belvedere.
Okay, not too far from French
Yes,
Quarter, but
it's close to the border.
your formative years, you were in,
Yes,
in
all
French-
my life in French Quarter.
A lot of young men died in French Quarter.
Friends that I knew as well.
Friends of yours.
Yes, as well.
I'm not talking about 20 years ago. I'm talking about as recent as what?
Yes.
Couple
Couple of weeks back.
Couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Bryan Barry, how did you survive that? Who guided you through that? Because there must be somebody that says, listen, Barry, you ain't going over here, you ain't going over there. This is what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Who you credit that to?
Well, in my growing up, my father is a bus driver, bus 32, and he was always there for me. So I always had a father figure,
Fantastic.
father and mother.
Wow.
We will take us to school, drop us off, always give me money to go and buy lunch or whatever I need.
Right.
And at a young age, I was saying, man, I think I could just eat something small, save some of this money for myself.
small.
And I need from small. So my father would buy a sun top or whatever. And most of the time I say got water in school. So I always put money aside.
That's a good discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me growing up, anything negative that you tell me once that's not good for me, meaning you've tried it or you heard about it, so why should I go and do? So
you were convinced that you didn't have to try it.
If you say don't smoke, why not? I'll ask the question, why not? You tell me about your lungs and you show me what's the outcome of it. Okay, stay away from that.
That was enough.
Don't smoke, don't drink. I can party, have a good time on life itself. So you got to be high off of life.
You don't
not on
have to get
substance.
drunk and stupid.
Absolutely not. And I can hang with the same crowd who smokes weed, smokes whatever. They could say, Brian, you want? I said, nah, I don't need to.
I good.
You want alcohol? The most I'll drink, my friends can tell you, is give me a punch of Cuba.
That's it.
I love that. It's a little milky, that's
Maximum.
my drink.
Is that
yes, but beer and don't need it. So stay away from the
Brian,
negative.
that's fantastic. Now that you've gone into this negative road, negativity is one of our most favorite pastimes.
Oh yeah.
How did you How were you able to survive the naysayers, the negative-minded people, those that say, well, you don't stop wasting your time? How you survive those? Did you have those?
Absolutely. I think once you're living, negativity attracts. It comes to you on a natural basis. And I like to read a lot, and I like to watch examples of those from the past. Because anytime somebody is born today, right now, there are a whole generation before.
That's correct.
So your history is there to teach you what to do, what not to do. So let's say the media right now, everything is so easy to see and observe. And I like to see motivational pictures where you see, let's say, you know that picture where you see the masses are going to the right, and you see there's one person just going to the left. And he's creating his own path. And I would ask myself, why is that gentleman going that way? Why is he not following the masses?
Yes.
Because the masses now are, how to say, sometimes brainwashed.
That's true. Very much so.
And the person that takes their own path, you get to create your own destiny.
That's correct.
And I was always intrigued by that. So I wanted to always work for myself, make my own money, not having to ask parents, for a handout.
So talking about that, let me stop you there real quick. You've been in business now 16 years?
16 years.
So you've never worked for people? You've never...
Well, of course, being an entrepreneur and wanting to save as much as possible. I listen to Captain Billy D on the radio every day about save and whatnot.
Sure.
So for guys like me, it's like, okay, I have my own business. If you're going to do anything else, it has to be something that you like.
True.
Right?
True.
So I've come to know a gentleman now all my life as well, and I have a 9-to-5 still, which is
you keep that?
Yes, that's working for Extreme Communications, but a very flexible job.
Okay.
So allows me still to make extra money and still be able to.
So you cover the bills and everything else is gravy, so to speak.
Yeah. So I work like 12 hours a day, majority of the time, 9 to 5, and then 5:30 to 9:30.
That's remarkable, and I still see you in the gym practically every morning.
Absolutely.
5 days a week you train, right?
Yeah. You see, before I used to just work for myself, but then you realize if you're in your store, which is DVD Entertainment, in the morning hours, most people are working.
There's no business then.
So why am I in there just burning electricity and
wasting time?
No,
really.
Open when people are coming home.
Right.
That was my light bulb.
Yeah.
So from 5:30 to 9:30, sometimes even I'm so busy I reach late. Let's say I reach 7:30. Imagine that I would still make a day's earning
between those short hours.
That's why people keep coming back. They can't wait to see me open, and they come and they get what they want.
You're not in an easy business, you know that.
It's a dying business.
It is a dying.
It is,
because when you look at the amount of video centers that there were, and they all disappeared.
Yep.
But you are still there.
Service,
and
quality,
right,
and price.
That makes
sense. A lot of people want to keep the same strategy or same price range they had years back. You can't. Seeing that the internet and everybody's downloading, come on, you have to keep up to that. And right now we're still fortunate that yes, we have internet access, but it's kind of pricey comparing to the outside world.
Naturally. Some parts of the world that access is practically a cents or free.
Yep. And still, what we pay for here, sometimes the service is still not up to par. So if you see people are getting frustrated with internet service buffering and stuff like that, here's where I come in. Why download? Why wait? And you can get it right here
right away
for a good price.
And you get the latest.
The latest.
You make sure you stay on top of it.
Absolutely. I release new movies every Thursday, just like the theaters release every Thursday. Every Thursday. Keep up the time.
What you're telling me is, or what you're telling young people like at your age, you're 35 now?
35.
Married, kids?
Right now, engaged to be married in July.
Right. Any kids?
Yes, 12-year-old son.
Wow, you got a big boy already, man.
Yes, sir.
But you're a good example to your child, and you're going to get married, so that's a very, very good thing. You see, we need to use role models like yourself. I'm 60 now, so I'm a little older than you, so to speak.
Wiser.
May probably wiser too, but that comes with age. That gray hair didn't paint it gray. Experience. You learn, and that's a great thing. Age is a fantastic thing because of all the things that you learn. But the things that you know at such a young age are significant. because that's what's going to make you survive the long haul,
Absolutely.
Brian.
Absolutely.
Because business is not a sprint, believe me. Some people think, I've had it so many times in my life, people come on board and they want that in the first day they go out, they want to be making that big money. It ain't going to happen.
Correct.
You know, I've been in business now over 30 years, okay? And you still got to grind.
Absolutely.
You still got to grind, you still got to push.
Absolutely.
You know, my son is here now too. I put him in charge of the guest house, the coconut business, the apartments. But he got to learn that you got to grind.
You have to.
It ain't easy. See? Now, one of the things I want to discuss with you, and I'm going to bring this issue back soon,
Okay.
is the phenomena of debt. Are you familiar with debt? Do you go a lot in debt? How do you grow? How do you grow your business?
That's pretty easy for me. Every month as a business entrepreneur, you have to see how you can cut costs.
That's correct.
Increase profit, cut
costs.
costs. That's my main focus every single month.
Cutting costs.
Yes, where I can make more and spend less.
Fantastic.
And I never saw myself getting into debt because, again, learn from people before. When they say, when you make money, save first
Good.
and spend after.
Yep.
Majority
When
again,
you say first, you're paying you first.
yes,
You're paying you first.
Majority of people, they get paid, they pay all the bills, and then they save a little bit what left.
If they save.
If they save.
I tell this story on many occasions here on the radio. And I'll do it here real quick. I'm standing in the line in one of the banks. And on my left, a Haitian guy is standing there. And we're taking our time. And after I was there about a half hour, let's say, we reached to the teller. And I did my transaction. And I heard the Haitian guy says 10 something. So
10 what?
I glanced over.
Yeah.
That Haitian guy stood up there almost an hour. I come and met him there to deposit $10.
Yes, sir.
The question would be, would our people do that?
No, they find that too insignificant, too small.
And let me tell you something, and this is from hard-earned experience, and you would have experienced it also. Brian, nothing grows fast like consistent saving. Just consistently dropping, let's say, 10% of your earnings in a savings account.
Yeah.
And when you look around and you ask how much I got there, you'd be surprised the figure that'll come up.
Yeah.
But nothing disappears faster than reckless spending, womanizing, drugs, night business,
Yeah.
showing off.
Yeah.
It eats you up quick. So you stay away from that.
Yes, sir.
It's a wise thing to do.
Yes, sir. Saving for me comes naturally.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
because
But like I
you-
said, from small you had a tendency.
You want to have when you need.
Yes, you want to
That's
have when you need.
important.
Fantastic. That's the way to put it.
That's
You
very
want to have
important.
when you need.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember Hurricane Lewis being in government at the time, and it was really disgraceful that a lot of our middle class, with middle class homes, were living on the tarpaulin for weeks, if not months.
Yeah.
Why? They couldn't walk up to the bank and say, "Hey, give me $5,000 there for my savings. Let me
Correct.
put back on my roof."
Correct.
So they're living on the edge.
And that is powerful what you're saying right there. I can use this. Let's use this example so we can teach the generation something, right? You want a car, right? Most people, they want a brand new car, whatever it is. For me, I took years with a car that my mom gave me when I was
Imagine.
going to school. A late Suzuki Samurai, white. All my classmates could tell you, I had that car for years.
You took care of it
Of course.
naturally.
Not that I didn't have the money to buy a new one, but you want to create some kind of collateral with the bank.
Right.
When you
Now
go to
you're
the
talking.
bank, you don't want to be begging. I want 100% financing. They're gonna give it to you, but
They
they know why.
Yeah.
If I want to borrow,
They're gonna get 100% for cars, not for business.
correct.
Not for
but
business.
if I want to borrow $10,000, it's not because I don't have it, but I want to use your money
Right. That's possible also.
because when I take that 10,000 to buy this vehicle, right? My 10,000 is still there. When I finish payoff, which we know is going to depreciate so fast after the 5 years or whatever, and it's done, I still have 10,000 in the bank.
But you consistently pay though.
Of course.
But you got to go to that bank every month and make your payment.
Yeah.
You brought in a wonderful example, cars. Cars is an obsession on this island. You know, I'm driving, coming through Cold Bay, left and right. I mean, you know, some of us just want this new car. What's your opinion?
I would say everyone wants it. I want it as well. But when I have it, it's because I could afford it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Listen, it's funny, Mr. Rolex, when back in my day, I have my old Suzuki White Samurai. This guy is coming by me. He pull up in a Benz or Lexus, whatever it is. But yet still, he's going to touch me and say, but give me $20 for gas there. No? Really? Brother, you see what you're driving compared to me?
Look what I'm driving, yeah.
But you need $20. Or if you do see me in a club, you're touching me, give me a late change there because, come on, if you want to have that lifestyle, be able to afford that lifestyle.
We got what they call a Heineken budget with a champagne taste. You know, I know this lady, you know, whose name I shall not call, drives a Rover. Brand new Rover.
Wow.
The thing got the woman choking. Literally choking. But you got to be out there, you know, faking it, as they would say.
Yeah.
She drives the car, she told me, she drives the car on Sundays to church and park the car for the rest of the week.
Wow, you see that.
If she carried to work, she would just go to work, park it up there, walk around, buy food or whatever else, and drive it back home.
Yeah.
Can't afford the gas. Now, a car is not an investment.
Absolutely.
Would you agree?
I agree.
Car's not an investment.
I agree.
I've driven new cars in my life, and most of the time when I buy new cars, I'd stick my hand in my pocket and buy cash. But most of my cars were used cars. Right now I have a used Jaguar. Okay, went up to the States, went to the auction, saw a fantastic deal. I said, I want that one. Okay, and it looks just as good as any Rover on the road.
Of course.
See,
but luxury is very nice, huh? But when you could afford it.
When you could afford it, that's
the thing.
One last thing real quick before we wrap up, Brian. Some time ago we talking about investment in apartments. Remember that conversation we had?
Yes, of course.
And you were kind of skeptical. What's your opinion after we spoke? You could have had the same opinion and you don't have to change it because that's not what discussions are about.
Correct.
How do you see investing your hard-earned money in apartments today?
Well, everyone, that's their golden goose to say. You know, apartments. I need a piece of land or build apartments.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna stop you there. That used to be, you know, Brian. Most people today's cars. There was a time when everybody wanted an apartment. Yes, not anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people living in apartments with a brand new car.
Yes.
But your opinion?
Yes. But I truly believe in the aspect of residual income. So traditionally, apartment, that is the key that people know for residual income. Traditionally, build your apartment, 5, 6 of them, and then sit back and have your money come in every month. But in theory, it sounds good. In reality, it's too much headache on the average person. So having an apartment is great, but you got to be firm with your tenants, you know, because there's so many people right now trying to live free on the landlord.
I appreciate it.
They don't want to pay, they have children, all kind of stories. So me personally, I'm too young and I never ever like to deal with stress. You know,
which is a smart thing.
Yes, so I turn to lean off of that. But I would tell anyone if they could be firm, you know, apartments are really, really good investment.
Let me put it this way, Brian. My income today at my wonderful 60 years is rental income. I don't play with tenants.
You gotta be firm.
They could go to the papers, they could go to the Facebook, they could go where they want.
Yes, sir.
You live in my place, you rent from me, you pay me. End of the month or on Mondays when you gotta pay for your hut, you come to my office and pay me. Don't play with me. I don't play because that's my income. I don't play. See, if your toilet break, if your roof leaking, if your electricity ain't working good, you call my boy that works for me, he gonna be over within the hour to take care of business.
Yep.
And you're totally correct. But I'm gonna finish by saying this. Your real estate investment is the best investment you can make. Why? Long after Brian is gone, those buildings are going to be taking care of Brian's children.
Yeah.
See? So the moment you can, and I teach my son this, I could have opened the guest house years ago with the bank's money. One of my tenants, a Chinese guy, told me, open apartment, Lola, open apartment. What you do? Open the apartment. Because we make money downstairs. I said, you can wait for me to finish it.
Yes.
I took 4 years to finish the building. I make $100, I put 20 in the building. I put 20 in the building. I put 50 in the building. I put 80 in the building. I pay, and so forth. So when I'm finished now, the building is mine.
Absolutely.
I don't owe no bank.
Absolutely.
See?
Understood.
So you build it out of your cash flow. Brian, we can have this conversation more next time because I think it's very interesting. I think it's. I want to congratulate you. We even didn't talk about you taking care of your body. You do a fantastic job training. You got to rent me those arms on these days.
But you do a great job yourself.
I try.
I mean, you come in there and you keep up with the young cats.
Yeah, well, when the guys get reckless, I just tell them, step up here, let me show you one or two. I don't do it every day.
We appreciate that. We have great conversations.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I appreciate that.
That's good.
Last words to your clients of the Video Block. We even didn't talk about your internet business, but
yes, we'll get to that another time.
But talk to your people that support your business.
Let me quickly give a big shout out, a big thank you for every single customer that I've ever had that continually come and support the Video Block in French Quarter. You know, I really appreciate that. It's always good to see a familiar, friendly face. We always have good conversation in there as well. You know, the Video Block, the video shop is like a barber shop.
Wow.
You know, people come in there, we chit chat.
Socialize.
Yes, and even like next door we have a little pizzeria. So when they're waiting on a pizza, they buy me, you know, get some AC because over there it's hot.
So it's good energy. It's good energy around.
Good environment. You know, French Quarter is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful town.
One of these days I'm going to ask our engineer Dennis to come take a couple of shots and we'll trade on television for
I would
you.
love that.
And again,
I would love that.
As they say, first time's free. After that, you pay.
That's understood. That's business.
That's business. That's how
business.
it is. But thank you very much. Any numbers that you could share with the public that could call you at the center or direct?
You could always reach me on my cellular for sure. It's 553-0071. And at the office, at the store when I'm open from 5:30 to 9:30, it's 873325.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
May God bless you. Stay in good health.
All right. Appreciate it.
Stay focused.
You too.
And become a firm landlord. Folks, that was having a wonderful young St. Martin, a wonderful young man that really, really sets a good example for our young people. I want to thank him very much for coming. And we're looking forward to having you one more time. God bless you, and may your angels protect you. Have a wonderful day.